What's happening here that's not happening anyplace else?
I mean, the competitive level starts at 4 years old.
Classic rivalry.
Hall of Fame type coaches, great personalities.
All three schools, though, they changed the game of college football.
Florida State Seminole, Miami Hurricanes,
Florida Gators.
You want to dominate your opponents and you want to get stoned, make sure that you roll up.
It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State, and I am kicking it with the illest. Larry Young, CJ, what it do?
Cool in Maine. Just pulling up to the crib when we shoot these. I'll be sliding in the house, man, like Fred Flintstone. You know what I mean? Slip up in that joint. So yeah, here ready to do that thing. We got game week finally. Is this our last week of off season, right? This is it,
yes,
right?
sir. Yeah, let's last
week of off season, man. FSU got a JV game, a warm up.
Right.
The Jamboree game coming up. That's awesome. So we can get some football under the belt. I'm ready, man. I'm pumped to get some football going. How you doing, C?
Man, not so good, bro. So my little league schedule finally dropped, right? And dog, that shit blew me. So game one is this Saturday, and it's in Valdosta. So my 10U, which is my middle son, which is the 10U, is the one I coach. Their game is like at 12:30, which is cool. All right, I saw that. All right, I know I'm gonna miss the tailgate as far as that, but I could probably still make it to the game and watch the game. All right, cool. Then they dropped the bomb for my oldest son, the 12U, man. Them motherfuckers play at 5 o'clock, bro. FSU kick off at 5 o'clock. You feel me? So not only they kick off at 5 o'clock, so let's say around 6:30 so the game, man, you gotta, after all that, get the snacks and all that bullshit, get back in the car probably around 7-ish. It's probably ain't no telling. Then I got to drive back to Tallahassee too. So the little bit I am gonna catch is gonna be on the road, just listen to the game.
Radio,
radio. So that threw a
you got the Revolt app to watch that shit?
Yeah, I can rewatch it now. I can rewatch it. Not the Revolt app, man. But no, I can record it.
Ran right into that one.
Yeah, I did. I can record it on ACC Network or whatever when I get, leave before I leave the crib. But just seeing it live and that type of shit, I'm not gonna be able to see
shit on
it.
Caffeine with the battle raps. You can watch it live. But they ain't no replay.
I might can't watch it. I might be on BET Uncut later on that night, man. So I can probably watch it live.
Hey,
but no, I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool with ACC Network in the 5 o'clock game. I wanted to be like a little night game. I'm just pissed off with the damn scheduling of the Pop Warner games. And then they have it out of town too. Like it's just gonna be tough for me.
What's your normal game day routine like? If before the kids had football and all that, what's your wake up Saturday morning? You putting your jersey on and doing stretches and shit, doing push-ups.
so yeah.
Some fans think we play and shit, so I want to see where y'all boys at with it.
So my pregame routine, I always start off with game day, right? That was it, literally game day. That's the start of my morning. That's the stretch. That's the warm-ups. That's the putting jersey on. It's a college game day. I know ESPN has changed over the years. One thing that has been consistent is college game day.
College game day,
yeah.
I don't listen to it the same no more. I have it on just out of tradition. So I cut game day on as soon as I wake up. But I don't be tuned in to it like that.
Well, I haven't the last couple years because of football, but if I wasn't doing anything, then I would. But I haven't really been tuned in to it like I usually have due to Part 1 football in my mornings and stuff being taken over due to that. It's crazy because last year I was telling y'all guys like my schedule is just so crazy. Only I didn't even watch half of y'all games. I was watching pretty much this FSU game and the recap or whatever the night game was due to Part Warner. So yeah, that I can't speak on that as of late. Let's put it that way. I watched a little bit last year, but on a free weekend, nothing to do, college game, they go kick it off for me.
Yeah,
and then we get into our 12 o'clock games. What's that?
I say if nothing else is background noise. It's kind of like a reflex for me. Like it's Saturday, turn on college game day.
Yeah,
every once in a while I might be like, you know what, I might run a game of Madden or something while I'm waiting on the games to kick off or something like that. But yeah, it comes on. That's gonna be one. But the shitty part for me is I wake up so early most times that I'm up so early before
the game day even comes.
Yeah, man. Sleeping in for me is like 6 a.m.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
That's your skill to do.
I still got 3 hours. Yeah, I still got 3 hours before game day even come. Game day don't come on that early, do it? Come on, like 10?
9 or 10. 9 or
10.
10.
Okay, yeah, so like 3 hours. Yeah, that's a long time to have nothing to do, man. Waiting on football.
Yeah,
But then after that, I'm jumping right into the 12 o'clock, man. I ain't on a normal day. Say if I'm just chilling, not leaving the day, not leaving the house, bitch. I'm on the couch from 12 to 10, whatever it may be. Oh yeah.
Pass out midday and pop up like I
never could pass out on game day. Sundays I could pass out, but Saturdays I never could pass out. Between timeline, the big 3 games, it's just impossible to get a nap, man. But y'all dress out, y'all deck out.
Depending on the game.
No.
Depending on the game, baby.
Only if I'm going somewhere.
I put that shit on depending on the game.
I gotta go somewhere with it on depending on the game, right? Like I ain't really got a real run.
Depending on the game, I'm really not. Well, I don't know. I done changed a little differently because I've been wanting to get out in the streets and do a lot of stuff like for big games. But as of late, I've been wanting to be, like you said, be in that own space, react how I want to react when it comes down certain games or whatever. So it just depends.
I gotta smoke, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, cause you gotta be big, keep my anxiety down from these games, and plus that's how I relax, man. They don't have this at the stadium. They have beer and all that, man. I'm at the age, dog. When I'm doing shit I like to do, I want to be comfortable. You feel me? And the games don't be as comfortable these days, bro. I gotta step out back, put one in the air. Same thing with fights. People invite me to fight parties. I'll be like, bro, if I can't smoke weed at your house, no disrespect, I ain't got to, but I'm not showing up, dog. Cause I want to
at the house or in the house.
At the house, I'm not.
Some people be tripping
in my living room.
Yeah. So you saying on the porch?
Yeah.
Man, hey, you can't be tripping on the porch unless you save or something.
That's some people be tripping, man. Depending on the
I ain't gonna trip unless you tripping.
Yeah,
save folks, I get it, but no, it's on the porch, man. I don't care if you're on the porch getting it in.
Now, sometimes you have mutual friends with different interests or whatnot. You know, like you got a cop friend, and then you got.
I want them to grow up. I got a cop friend.
I just respect that.
He better not say nothing to my friends. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable, bro. I'm just gonna let him know, hey, bro, I can't show up because I want to be. I enjoy fights, and this is how I enjoy it, man. Put one.
I want y'all to evolve and grow up and stop, the stigma of marijuana.
I just want to enjoy the fight. That's it.
Yeah. So if my man is on the porch and you sipping on a Corona and he pulling off a J, hey man, go in the house if it's that offensive to you. Because ain't nobody gonna care about you.
Say what's more offensive to me, bro. You come out with damn cigarette smoke, you trying to burn in my face. That's more offensive to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's when I'm gonna get angry.
Yeah. Now I feel like you taking a direct shot at me. I feel like
for no arrest you.
I feel like you called
cigarettes in my house, man.
I feel like you called me a pussy. You called me a pussy right then. You wouldn't have
I'm gonna tell him, Marcus, slap the cuffs on him, man. What are you doing? He's smoking cigarettes in my house, man.
Right.
Real quick before we get into Big 3 talk, man. I seen DJ Khaled and Drummer brewing up some shenanigans, man. Who y'all got in the verses, dog? I can tell Khaled got an album drop. I mean, all these
shit. Well, yeah, because he got that single with
But see, Drummer got some shit too, boy. I don't know, dog. See,
that's
the thing. If Drummer can jump into the mixtape bag, Drummer can jump on Wayne shit, and he can watch a lot of motherfuckers just off of Wayne shit.
I forgot about mixtape.
Yeah, we got mixtapes in that. Yeah.
I mean, you got to think too, like
Drummer can play Wayne for 20 fucking songs and do what the fuck you want to it.
But he ain't gonna put on no show like Khaled. Khaled gonna put on the show.
Khaled got Wayne too and other boys.
I find him annoying though.
I'm saying one thing. I'm
you
talking about like that type of shit.
Yeah, I mean, versus is gonna be like
the
locks showmanship. Yeah,
absolutely. I find Khaled's energy. It feels forced and corny to me. I'm not saying it actually is. I honestly kind of think he's authentic. Yeah,
he's himself. You can be yourself and be corny at the same time.
Right. I think it is an authentic thing with him. It may win. Me personally, once y'all made me think about the fact of mixtape, my ears just is going to hear those drama songs so much. They just going to hit different to me.
You got
the Jeezy,
like iconic song, bro.
Jeezy, Wayne, fucking Gucci, even though I'm not the biggest Gucci guy, like there's just when you get them street joints going in the right venue.
That was a stamp at one time, man, getting a
drama.
Gangsta Grills.
Yeah.
What? That's why what's my man? Tyler the Creator wanted that. He wanted the Gangsta Grills, but the Gangsta Grills era was kind of over. So when he did his last album, DJ Drama, hosted it, very similar to how, you would do a Gangsta Grill. But that was his dream come true because, that was a stamp, man. So, give me Drama. I think Khaled got like the bigger commercial hits, obviously. And I agree with you. I think the showmanship will be next level. But I never judge it by that unless, like, say, like Omarion, how bad Omarion looked.
That bitch was terrible.
Yeah, that when you look that bad, there is a difference.
Yeah,
when he was going against.
I mean, everybody that has won off like showmanship, in my opinion. It wasn't just the records. Whether it was Jadakiss and the Locks and all them boys, all the big wins. Not Usher. Who's R&B cast that win at it?
Mario,
not Mario.
And then
Mario.
Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown that went at it. And
Keith Sweat did them on showmanship. Yep. And that's the thing.
Only one person who really didn't have to do as far as showmanship. That was damn Babyface. That motherfucker there. He was just
Babyface.
That one was a little.
Them two. Him and it was him and
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley, yeah, that was a classic.
And the way they did it too, though, that was
Babyface.
That was early verses too. That's when it was just
right. He was in different places. Yeah,
at your crib, yeah. But one thing,
and that's what kills me though is when guys don't have the showmanship, because like when I heard Fat Joe versus Ja Rule, I was like, oh, that's for me easy. Fat Joe win.
I don't know, bro.
But I didn't like. I acknowledge Ja
had some shit.
He had his hits, but I didn't like them. Even when they was blowing up, like what's up? Like even that's actually Fat Joe shit. What was that one he had with Ashanti? All them shits he had.
Plenty shit.
It felt bubblegum as fuck to me. So
yeah.
I lost your mind, man. Ja Rule had some fucking bangers, man. You gonna respect Ja Rule?
Yeah, shit was bubblegum,
dog. That shit was bubblegum.
Shit was real. That shit was dope. Shit, because it's R&B and bubblegum. Ja got some shit, man.
Give me one.
The Eagles a whole.
Give me some gangster Ja Rule shit.
I don't like gangster Ja Rule. He had gangster Ja Rule, but I don't know.
And that's the only shit I like from Ja. One of my favorite songs from Ja was it just he talking about lighting up. I am light. I like Drake, bro. What are you talking about? I just didn't care for the Ja bubblegum shit at the time. That's all.
Hey, shout out to Reggie B, man, for the final donation, man. Really appreciate it. Reggie, you got a question or something?
That's a crazy avatar you got too, by the way.
Yeah, bro. His name Charles got put to the bin. But I will say this one thing before we got this Khaled talk, man. Khaled play I'm So Hood. That shit ain't losing at all. That's an automatic, dog.
Fuck I'm So Hood. What's the one with Wayne, Ross, Fat Joe?
Brown Paper Bag? Oh, no. We taking over.
We taking over. Nah, that's that. You can't whoop that we taking over.
Oh, my God.
That one ain't hell at all.
Wayne came in that bitch so damn smooth. When Baby introduced that motherfucker.
Beast.
Feed me rappers, feed me beats.
Oh my God. Yeah, he went crazy. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna turn to a versus cast.
Right, for real.
Hey, Reggie B, man. Appreciate you hanging out everywhere, man. Stadium Miguel, friend of the platform, Reggie B, man. Appreciate them $5, bro. Hey, man, shoot a question or something, man. Tape, whatever.
Don't, man, bro. Get your shit off, man. You provide the money, man. So this is your time to get your stuff off. So if you got a question, whatever, let it out, bro. We're gonna definitely read it.
Background, Reg. You see what's coming? Big things, man. We about to move people out their homes.
Yeah, them boys playing Sims.
Can I live?
Might be playing Sims.
Can I live?
Playing That's My Car.
Yeah. Key lock.
Oh, y'all better not let us get that shit. I like Miami Twins. That was a good one. Y'all better not let us get that shit, boy.
One time for the great folks at Gramco, man. Be sure to visit thegramco.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP25 for 25% off of all THC Delta 8 products. We have the pre-rolls. Switch it up a little bit on y'all. Pre-rolls, man. They come in keefed up, unhand mean you can smoke those in the public. They cannot arrest you, man.
And also, man, you're getting the real cones, man, not the cheap knockout cones. You're getting the real deal, raw cones, man. So you're getting like we always say, a lot of quality. Go ahead, bro.
Already, man. Also, we got the hard candy coming in tropical orange, similar to a Jolly Rancher. That's my favorite, and I'm out right now. So I'm riding on that incredible soluble, dissolvable powder is what I'm floating on right now. Mix some of that with my lemonade. Got some Simply Lemonade, just threw 2 scoops in.
Dog. It ain't Simply Lemonade no more.
No, it's complex lemonade now.
You're right.
For sure.
This shit is a beautiful mind lemonade now, baby.
Already. You also got the Wake and Bake coffee And sativa all CBD products, man. Everything's federally legal to your mailbox, discreet packaging, so the mailman don't know you putting that loud in the air. And if he do know, then he might know because he's like Larry Young say, he might recognize the package. But nonetheless, from seed all the way to package, you know the product, you know the source, no funny money, you know, everything checks out, man. Larry Young, hit it with a disclaimer.
Must be 21 years of age or older to order. Know that.
Man, I can't wait to get fucking New Orleans next week, man.
No, I forgot. To y'all. That's the craziest shit. And it's close to my birthday. My birthday the 6th. And I was just like, literally like, because we was trying to set an interview up. And I was like, let's do it next week.
Oh, we might be setting up a fire interview, man, right before the season.
Yeah,
right. I ain't ready for this one, dog. I promise y'all ain't ready for this one.
Boys, like, we're going to be in New Orleans next weekend. I'm like, oh, yeah. I totally forgot. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if it was us doing this show. Bro, the offseason flew by. I can't believe we back to football already. Like, I'm so happy we already back.
We had so much fun, man. Usually it's like a slow off season of information, but we were shooting so much content, man. We made our off season turn up.
Yeah, and we kept it within the realm of our teams. Like, that's crazy to me that we really was able to, for all that downtime, continue to create content that still really centered around our teams. Like, we didn't have to go off into La La Land and try to create something just in order to keep the content going. And we broke it up into 3 shows a week on top of that. So
we said we were gonna keep them at an hour, and that turned into all on me. Like 3 hours.
Not work. Which I kind of had a feeling it wouldn't work. Just because we got a great vibe at this point. The chemistry's going well, the synergy's great. So, you know, pat ourselves on the back for that. Just as a collective, I think I want to give us our flowers, you know, my co-host, Silk, CJ. Great job in the all season, man. I really didn't think it would go as smoothly as it did, and we would come up with this much content without reaching. You know, it was very natural. So yeah, shout out to us.
Man, well, shout out to Logan for giving me we had a conversation about how to just switch up the flow of things. Even with our new fans, new audience, how could we just get everybody's attention, you know, a little bit different. So I was like, man, let's just break it up. 3 shows, try to do an hour piece. That way we're more frequent on the timeline because the conversation could go away within the week. So much information happens. Everything's so fleeting now. So let's just increase the workload and see what it do, man. And that just helped us. Like, you know, in anything, 10,000 hours, bro, getting them reps is everything. I don't care what you into. You lock in and put in the work, and just every time you come on this microphone, whatever you're getting into, if you put it to 100% focus on getting better, you're going to get better at it. So
can't fake focus,
man. We stepped it up this off season, man. From the guests to the Kush House to this, pushing out more content to add more to the platform. This fall, we're gonna change the speed up on the ass again, Larry Young. About to hit new gears next week. Curveball. New styles of shows, new content, new sponsorships. A whole lot of vibes, man. Excited to kick it in New Orleans next week, though. CJ, you back?
Oh yeah, I'm back, fellas. I'm back.
Where you at, dog? I just realized that.
Oh no, I'm in Disney. I'm in Orlando for the next couple of days. It's like Wednesday or Thursday down here for work. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, got to stand on Disney, man. So just vibe.
Okay, I'm like, damn, what the kids at? You know, like, wait, this
ain't stew. And
I just realized that wasn't the stew, man.
Right, and I was in kind of early too. Like shit.
Yeah.
The sounds were different, bro.
This ain't regular studio CJ.
Right, yeah, a little different, man. That they put me up pretty good, man. Staying at this brand new hotel, the JW Marriott on Bonnie Creek, next to Disney Springs. So Disney doing their damn thing for sure.
Y'all peep anything in New Orleans for y'all downtime? Like, I've been trying to figure out the hell I'm gonna do when I ain't got shit to do. So what y'all been peeping? Anything?
I've been to New Orleans a lot, so I'm asleep. Yeah, y'all boys enjoy it. I'm going on business. I thought about that shit.
I'm on business, bro. I'm definitely not sleeping.
No, I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm trying to play it by ear, man. I guess I missed the
this is my mission on this
trip.
But
definitely pull up for the tailgate. The buzz has been going crazy, man. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna be the one. If you guys are looking forward to an event, you're coming in town, New Orleans, LSU fans, FSU fans, fan of the Big Three, like we said, you just come kick it with us. It's gonna be real good vibes for sure, man. this tailgate is going to set the season off rather for a big season of tailgates.
Yeah, my guy, I'd have been on whoop Utah ass by then, so I'm gonna be very chill, man. Ain't got no dog in that fight. I'm gonna be vibed out, man.
We got to pick them.
Larry Young gonna be fresh off of Bethune ass whooping, so it's gonna be a little rough.
Oh yeah. And also, fellas, man, make sure you join the pick'em on the Patreon level, man. Because during the season we always do our pick'em games and go against each other as far as the competition to see who will win at the end of the season. You guys can join in and compete against us too, man. I don't foresee loser to any one of y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, man. But definitely tap in with the fellas. Nah, we whooping your ass this year, man. And that last year was a crazy. She was back and forth at one point, man.
And the winner is
you went on crazy little run down the stretch.
The last week. You're right. It was close. Last week I went crazy, dog. I went like 10-2 or something the very last week.
Something insane.
Yeah, no, for real this time though. I wasn't playing for real.
Yeah, I feel
for
real
this time.
Right.
Oh
right.
yeah, and
I need that bottle.
To mention, you join it. This is any Patreon level one, so this isn't a $15 level. You can join at our lowest level, which I think is $5.
Right off them cash prizes and whatnot. What's the
man? Listen, the winner's gonna get all right, and listen, I can still win it. So y'all and y'all know it ain't a raffle, it ain't set up. So if I win it, I'm keeping my prize. Y'all kiss my ass. You better just beat me.
You think way too highly of yourself, bro. You're not gonna win this shit, man.
I'm gonna win again, dog. The winner will receive $350 cash money. I could definitely use that. Got some roll-up gear for you. So we're gonna, probably shoot you out some t-shirts, hat, things of that nature. Like that.
I like it.
You might get the first thing of that nature shirt.
Right.
Ooh, yeah, we gotta drop them. And sorry to cut you off. Oh man, those shirts. They can't have sleeves, dog. That's got to be the. I want them shirts back.
Yeah, hard to talk with that
one. A Guthrie's gift card and some jerky from our homie Spencer's Jerky. So this is an opportunity, man. Y'all swear y'all know ball. You know what's going on. $5 you can get in, I believe. I think that's our lowest level. You can get in,
and we tell you all the time. We tell y'all all the time, bro. Like you get a good return on your damn investment. You feel me? You get a greatest return on your investment. You getting more than what you put in for this Patreon level. I'm telling you, man. Take advantage of any level of Patreon are you getting, and you participate in the stuff that we're doing. And if you're good at it, first of all, but if you participate in the stuff that we're doing, man, you can get a lot more in return than what you're putting in for sure.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to make me shut the fuck up, which is rare. So do what you got to do. Come on, jump in, man, and let's have fun. It ought to be a great time. Little Big 3 talk.
Yeah, Big 3 time, man. CJ, you ready? Y'all got week 0 game, man.
Yeah,
JV week.
Yeah,
man. The Dukes.
Duquesne.
They done call people everything. Y'all gonna put some respect on these people's names.
Yeah,
man, them people practicing in the city park, man.
Hey, exactly. They got a chip on their shoulder, bro. You know how big this moment will be for them? Y'all better be ready. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, bro. We go see if the moment too big and they piss down their leg for sure. Couple things for today's press, and I get into the depth chart. That's pretty much going to be the talk of my Big 3 talk is the depth chart drop. Excuse me. Few standouts from today's practice. Johnny Wilson still doing Johnny Wilson things. Had some good reps, consistently catching the ball. He had one really amazing catch that drew a lot of praise.
He started?
Yeah, I'm getting into that also. He's starting. He's gonna be one of the guys. And I pretty much said, we'll get into that in a minute. Azariah Thomas again, man. The kid just stands out. Was good in coverage, and also this is an interesting one. He was good in coverage and one-on-one coverage rather against Johnny Wilson. They had some battles going today in practice, so that's pretty interesting. Caden Deloach had an interception. Robert Cooper dominated. Shaheem Brown, the reserve safety, he had a one-handed interception. So let's get into the depth chart, man. Game 1 for Duquesne, rather, and a lot of the stuff is what we've been kind of discussing. If you've been following the Rolo Show, listen to what I've been having to say, rather, in regards to who's been standing out in the scrimmages and stuff like that. None of the stuff is pretty much a surprise. Of course, Jordan Travis is QB1. Tate Rodemaker is QB2 with Duffy right behind him. Trayshawn Ward and Trey Benson had a one running back crew with Trayshawn Ward starting, and Lawrence Toy Philly is the other starting for the other running back position. And I foresee Trayshawn Ward and Trey Benson getting equal amount of carries within Lawrence Littlefield. I think it'd be a three-headed monster within those three getting the majority of the carries. But I do think as the season progresses, I think Trey Benson is going to be the workhorse. He's your big physical back, 220, sub 10, 100 meter. I'm sorry, sub 11 rather, 100 meter. So I think Trey Benson is the guy that can be the guy moving forward. If that makes sense. Receivers, Michael Pittman is the starter. Is one starter. We have Ontario Wilson or Duquesne, and we have Malik McLean or Johnny Wilson. So the guys I've pretty much been saying within these scrimmages, right? Malik McLean, Johnny Wilson, Michael Pittman, Duquesne, and Ontario Wilson. Those have been the standouts at receiver so far. Those are the guys that have been making plays throughout camp. So for them to be, the starters and have or next to them, that makes a lot of sense. I know with Malik and Johnny, them two pretty much be instrumental in regards to the amount of reps they get. But the ways Johnny's been coming on, it's going to be really hard to keep him off the field, along with Malik too. And also I want to point out this in regards to the receivers. It's a lot of big bodies, and we have a lot of different type of athletes that we haven't had in the past, right? So let's go back to last year where the receiver core is just abysmal, right? Ontario Wilson was pretty much your guy at receiver. Malik McLean was just a true freshman. But Ontario was pretty much your guy, and we didn't really have any game changers at receiver. So you didn't have any guys that just did anything that kind of stand out differently. So let's go for Johnny Wilson, for example. He's a 6'7" guy that can move like a smaller guy, match your problem within the jump ball, those 50-50 balls turn to like 70-30 type of balls. So that's something you don't have within last year, right? Malik McLean, he's a year older within the offense. He's a true freshman last year, bigger, stronger, faster, better understanding of it. Michael Pittman, your Swiss Army knife type slot receiving. Duquesne, he's a guy who can really just blow the top off of defense. I told you guys I seen him live at that scrimmage, and I'm telling you, man, his speed, it really stood out to me. I know I heard talks about Mike talking about it and stuff like that, but to see it in person and to see him really hit a seam and get an open lane and it really open up, it showed a lot. So that's something we didn't have last year within the receiving room also. So I do think the receivers will be a big upgrade. As far as the starting tight end, Cam McDonald, he's your starting tight end. But I think Cam is out. He's actually out within the first couple weeks of camp of the season. Rather, he was in the boot last time I heard. So Marquise and Douglas, he's probably going to be your starting tight end. He made some flashes in camp. I'm gonna be honest with you, I told you guys this is one of my positions I don't really have a lot of expectations for. The tight end room has pretty much been a little bit disappointing, to be quite honest. So if we get any type of production out of that room, I think that'd be a plus. I think the receivers and running backs, along with Jordan Travers, would be their bread and butter of the offense. Offensive line, Robert Scott is your left tackle. This was pretty interesting. Your backup, which I've been kind of speaking on this also about him balling. Your backup left tackle is true freshman Julian Armella. So that was pretty interesting. The kid took it serious. I know Mike and Atkins said prior to camp, how serious he was in workouts and stuff like that. And then throughout practice, him actually doing well in practice and kind of fitting in. You heard our starting defense tackle Fabian Lovett say, man, this kid, he's nasty. He when it comes to physical stuff, he likes that. It's pouring down out here, lightning in the rain. My bad, fellas. But yeah, this for you like some shit just catch your damn eye. You just like, oh damn, that's exactly what happened.
Don't be scared.
That was
some life.
Yeah, that was
life. You were scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. And they ain't funny either.
And I can't go home to my mama like this.
What's that? I can't go home to my mama like this. Like what, bro? Like this? Like
you know what? Why not?
Yeah, you might be right though. He might be right though in the grand scheme. But he was like, bro, it's been X money years. It was like the 70s and 60s at that time, right?
Man, I think that was like the 20s or so. That's way back.
You can't go home to your mama like that. I feel you, Biscuit. You was right, man. Hey, Biscuit said, "Fuck that, man." But yeah, back to the depth chart. Your left guard is going to be Dylan Givens. Your starting center, Darius Washington, which I've been kind of preaching to these past couple shows. He's the guy that's been starting at left tackle and right tackle through the last 3 years. I know we had some injuries with Caden Lyles, the center transfer rather from Wisconsin, and your starter last year at center with Maurice Smith. So to have Darius Washington is plug in. I feel like he plays better. He fits better rather as an inside guy anyway. They have him listed at 6'4", 300 pounds. He was our best run blocker last year, so to put him in the inside kind of makes sense. And just an injury update on Maurice Smith since we're on that topic. Early reports on that is not as severe as it was to be. I think Mike had also said, and Mike is really vague with injury stuff also. He said that he does foresee him back within the season. I've been hearing the same thing. I think he'll probably miss the first quarter of the season, second quarter through third and fourth quarter. He'll pick back up and get things rolling. So around the third or fourth game, we could probably see Maurice Smith back into the lineup. That's going to be interesting, though, depending on how Darius Washington play and stuff like that, because if he plays well, we may see just Maurice Smith as the backup center. It just depends on how that plays out. But again, that goes back to my point of Coach Atkins with 10 new bodies in the offensive line room and kind of having, available bodies for situations like this. Right guard is Dimitri Manuel. This is the Charlotte transfer that played a year under Coach Atkins. You brought him in within the transfer portal, came in and locked down the right guard starting spot. They got him listed as Orr with Justin Turntine, 6'7", 330 pounds senior. This is the guy we got the portal from South Carolina, the South Carolina left tackle. They got him listed as a backup right guard.
That other guy, Dimitri, he's what, like
6'2"? Yeah, 6'2", 300
yeah, he's nowhere near as big, so he
it's
be nasty. Yeah, he was a guy that we reached out to as well.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he's a physical guy, and I know a lot of reporters and stuff was saying like see him in person. Yeah, of course he's 6'2", but within that 6'2" body, he's a physical guy.
Right.
I seen that at the scrimmage the other day. I can see it as well. He moves pretty well, physical guy, so I can see why they pulled the trigger for him. And your right tackle is going to be Bless Harris, the other transfer we got in the portal. We're at 6'5", 308 pounds. Let's get into the defense. We got at defensive end, we have Derek McClendon or Jared Verse, pretty much what I've been saying. And the other defensive end, we have Dennis Briggs. He's going to be your starter. So pretty much what I've been saying as far as a three-man rotation with Briggs, McClendon, and Verse. That's going to be your three-man rotation at defense, and I think it's going to be a pretty strong rotation. But to see McClendon and Verse, a lot of people kind of want to give a shout out to Derek McClendon, man, because a lot of people kind of roll him off once we got Jared Verse, but he took this off season very serious. I mean, very serious. He's a guy who's a 4-star recruit. He was a backup last year, showed some flashes, but he took it to heart in regards to, them getting Jared Verse and just the competition of it. And he made a lot of plays during the spring, a lot of plays within the fall. So I like it a lot, especially for depth purposes, because we're going to need a lot of good pass rushers, available pass rushers, to kind of make up for the loss of Jermaine Johnson, because I don't foresee, an ACC defensive player of the year type of performance by defensive ends or, that type of deal. Jermaine Johnson, rather, he's getting a fucking brick laid out in dope. Like, that doesn't happen every damn year. So that's another thing I want to talk to the fans about. We put these expectations because, we got Jermaine Johnson out of the portal and Jared Verse out of the portal, so he's going to be Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson was a fucking All-American ACC Defensive Player of the Year, first-round draft pick. He's getting his fucking break, his name put out in dope count. It's just going to be entrenched forever. So let's just pump the brakes. He can be that within.
Man, don't let them boys be hyped, bro.
Nah, they can be hyped, man, but I don't want them to be damn hyped to them like, oh, this motherfucker here trash because he had damn 6 damn sacks. Verse 12, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Verse 12 damn sacks. So, but yeah, I do think Jared Verse can be that guy, but don't put it on too quick. So that's why I say that to say
ain't gonna be Jermaine, man. Jared's gonna be nice, but don't expect Jermaine. Not at least this year. Yeah. I like Verse. I think Verse.
And that's the thing. He's a registered sophomore, so he has 3 years technically, which I don't foresee him staying all those 3 years. But
I'm with you. I think he's an athletic guy. I think he is an NFL guy ultimately at the end of the day. But Jermaine, we screwed up on that one. Manny wanted him to give him more than a year. Said, nah, hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably the end. I'm up out of here. And he made a decision. I thought Jermaine was going to be that kind of guy. He came in, he was that guy. Jared Verse is, I think, a guy that is an NFL talent, but just give him a little more time to get to that level. I think he'll still be productive for you guys this year. Like you said, well, if he gets 6, it's not a bad year at all.
Right, that's a good damn year for us.
That's a damn good year. Right. Yeah, right.
Just don't. I think the ceiling of Verse is very high. Just don't foresee the ceiling to be this year.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Yeah, so the combination of Derek McClendon and Jared Verse and Dennis Briggs, I think that can be a formidable pass rush. And also the Miami guy, Patrick Payton, not Miami Northwestern guy, redshirt freshman, 6'5", 248. He showed some flashes and can be a guy that can help out as well.
D-line, y'all best room?
Yeah, D-line our best room by far, man. So let's get to the defensive tackle. Speaking of D-line,
Hold on before you go any further, dog. If you super chat, we definitely gonna read y'all. But
don't be reading these random ass comments.
Sometimes some random ones just deserve it. Shout out DK, man. DK said boys ain't never started at the time they said they were.
You already DK know, man.
He already know it is.
We on CP time, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. But the funny part is, DK, we really could have.
Yeah,
but we just was vibing too long before the show started.
That's the thing, yeah, DK. We be here, but we be talking so much shit prior and just having separate conversations. So we really be here, bro. Don't get it twisted.
We really do, bro. Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, we really be here, bro.
But go ahead and see what else you got, man.
Yeah, so strip ball the D line. So let's get to the defensive tackles. We have Fabian Lovett and Robert Cooper are the two starters at tackle rather. The backups is the interesting part also, man, because we have Jared Jackson, 6'6", 300-pound redshirt junior from Palm Beach. Actually shot the Grimes, man. He's one of the kids that Jasper Grimes had coached and sent to Florida. Sent to Louisville first in Florida State. Yeah, shout out to the 516. And then we got Malcolm Brady.
516? Where is that at?
I said 516. Oh, my bad. 561.
516.
Fuck is the 516? They ain't.
I don't know who you call it, bro.
I don't think that's the area code.
My bad, fellas.
New Hampshire somewhere.
Yeah, Iowa. But yeah, I do think the defensive tackle room is really good, and especially the depth behind it. Joshua Farmer is a guy I want to kind of single out. Redshirt freshman rather, from local kid from Gaston County. Coach was on the team that Corey Fuller coached, man. He's been phenomenal, man. The kid has transformed his body. He's worked really hard. He's going to get a lot of reps for us this year. Moving on to the linebacker room, I think this could be a pretty good strength as well, man, because I think Tatum Bethune kind of solidified this room. So we have Kalen DeLoach or DJ Lundy as far as one linebacker, and Tatum Bethune is the other linebacker with Amari Gaynor backing him up. I think Amari Gaynor is going to get a lot of pass rush snaps as well. So I like the linebacker room with DeLoach, Lundy, and Bethune. I think that could be a formidable linebacker room. I know I told you guys last show Bethune has been showing out in practice. He does everything right. He's not, like a crazy athlete or anything like that, or something that just jumps off the charts physically. He's just a guy that checks all the boxes and does everything right as far as the linebacker. Great instincts, quick trigger, and a physical tackler. Our nickel, we have Kevin Knowles Jr. He's starting. That's my guy, man. Was a true freshman last year. Coming into his own play. A lot of reps for us last year as a true freshman, man. Now he's locked down that nickel spot, and he changed his number 2, man, from number 26 to number 3 last year. So I expect a big year for Kevin Knowles. Expect another big year for another sophomore. We had 2 freshmen that played in that secondary, played a lot of snaps, and they were real promising. But Amarion Cooper, man, this is CB1. I think he's going to be one of the best cornerbacks in the ACC once we have a great look at the season is all said and done. I think by the time he leaves, he'll be one of the better backs in the ACC and competing for a high draft spot. I think Amarion Cooper is that damn good. His first game starting last year was against Miami. He won ACC Freshman Defensive Back of the Year. He didn't look back from that game. Had a great season leading up after that. So I think Amarion Cooper picks up where he left off last year and, becomes one of the best cornerbacks within the ACC. As far as his backup, we have the freshmen are making their appearance as far as the backups, man. So shout out to the freshmen. We have Azare Thomas or Sam McCall list. That's the backup to Amarion Cooper. So that's a good look for those guys, especially Thomas. He's been making a lot of plays from spring to now. Sam has been making some plays as well. For our safeties, we have Akeem Denton and, of course, Jamie Robinson. No big surprise there. 2 starters from last year. I think they'll come together to be one of the better ACC tandem as far as safety. And I think as far as overall secondary, they could be one of the better units in the ACC if they play together and do everything right. But again, going back to that practice note from – one more thing. I got to get my my kick return and punt return down. Punt return, we have Michael Pittman, who I've talked about this all the time, man. Fielding the punts is one of my biggest things for this year, and that's something Micah does very well. Special team coordinator John Pachuis said that he's been the most consistent as far as fielding the ball. So that's real promising for me.
He lying.
Nah, seriously, because I know he done it at Oregon at a high level, bro. So I can believe that.
Nah, Pittman, I know. Yeah. I'm just messing with
you. Anybody else, I'd probably say he lying, bro. But him, I can believe it. And going to the kick return, we have Deuce Spann, I told you guys the scrimmage I went to, man, there was one kick return. They was practicing kick return. Of course, it wasn't live or anything, but if that was a live kick return, that should have been a for sure touchdown. Deuce hit the damn scene, and once that motherfucker opened up to that sideline, bro, that shit was all you wrote. And Michael Pittman is also a kick returner. But yeah, going back to my take about Johnny Wilson, man, he's been making crazy plays in practice. The receivers overall has been doing very well. I know I've been talking about it as far as improvement from last year to this year, but just wanted to give a player's take on it. And Akeem Dent, he spoke to the media after practice today, and he had his take on the receivers.
Get the money, man.
Shout out to Dent, the 561, man. Roll the clip, Harlan.
How do you see the receivers just this year compared to the previous years?
Yeah, they be doing their thing though. I'm a DB though, love them boys, but yeah, they be doing their thing though. But we be doing our thing too. They be attacking the ball more. Them boys, they getting better. They got real better. If you ask me, I like to see what they're gonna do Saturday. I feel like they're gonna shock a lot of people what they're gonna do.
Couldn't have said it better about myself, my dog. Then
yeah, I bet you.
Well said.
I bet you could.
They be doing their thing though. We doing our thing too.
He from New Orleans.
And what that mean? Say what that mean? Say, oh, he keep that. Oh, he keep that thing going on.
I'll keep that thing too.
I keep that thing too. That's all I got from the FSU point, man. It's game week, so big stuff coming up, baby. That's all I got.
Everybody understand country. Like, I don't care if you was white or black, right? If you from the South, you understood what the hell
that's universal.
Dent was saying, for sure.
I was giving them hell. I'm like I said, I say shit all the time, and I'll be like, one thing I'm gonna give y'all, if nothing else, is this, that, and day. That's gonna happen regardless, unless it's a job interview.
Real quick, CJ, who you got on your sit on this? Somebody you got on the bench watch? Like you ready to bench, man? Just
gotta go to the bench.
No, you watching? You got on thin ice. Who's on thin ice?
Okay.
Who's on thin ice, man? Let's see. Looked at the depth chart. Who was on thin ice?
We'll do all of our programs at the end of our little news run.
All right, so this is a good one. So Jerry Ronaldo Green, he's our starting corner, and Jerry Jones, they list him as the backup corner. And everybody, a lot of FSU fans, we know the balls Jerry Jones gave up last year, number 7 cornerback. He gave up a lot of big down plays. Granted, he was injured last year, and he's supposed to be healthy technically, but a lot of them plays that he gave up, they didn't look like no damn injury plays, to be quite honest with you. So Jerry Jones get out there on some backup roll, and he starts sticking it up, man. Give me those true freshmen. Those are the only backups I want to see. I'll take my lips with those guys, but as far as a red shirt junior doing the same stuff they did the previous year, nah, let's move on. Take those licks with the freshmen when dispel the starters as far as the backup roles. So Jerry Jones will be my guy. And I do want to point out one thing. A lot of people saying that why isn't Travis J is on the 2 deep rather. Some smoked out there that Travis J is hurt and it may be season ending. Once I get more information, I'll talk about it. But yeah, smoke out that he's actually hurt. Now I haven't really seen him in the practice reports as of late, so I can do a little bit of digging. He may be hurt, so that's the reason why he's popping out on the 2 deep. And if it is true, man, I want to give prayers out to my dog Trav, man. I know he's had a rough going at it these last couple of years, man. So hopefully, if it is that serious, he can bounce back and get the right mindset and look forward to the spring. We'll keep you guys updated moving forward, but that's the smoke on that. Don't know for sure if it is season injury or not, but he's a little dinged up.
Yeah.
Same question all around.
I mean, you can get into your news, or you can do that and start your news. Yeah, who you got? Who on thin ice?
I would go probably Frank Lasson. He was a transfer, and
he just got there.
I know, and my rule on transfers, especially upperclassmen transfers, you can't hit
showed up on thin ice, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can't. You showed up to start, as far as I'm concerned. So
I told you,
Frank Lasson is I mean, hey, you did, and so far it's been shaky. Not consistent enough at the very least. I think Michael Redding could very easily take that spot. Well, it's coming down on your side. See, I just heard it. I saw it and heard it on your side.
That's every day in Orlando, man.
Yeah. Typical day in Florida, right?
Facts. I get used to it. Savannah ain't that much different because we got a lot of the same humidity. So yeah, we get a lot of that, rain. Like our when I look at like the weather apps, it's like, I guess we don't know for sure, but I think Lassen is kind of skating on thin ice. Not to say he won't see any action, but I think Michael Redding is right there as that fourth wide receiver. Right, and I just think he'll physically, he's probably not the most athletically gifted guy all in all, but probably the most prepared all in all around. So that would be my kind of thin ice guy. Won't take very much. So you want me to get a little bit into some camp talk?
Yeah. If you got what you got updates?
Not a ton's changed for us. This is our last week of camp. Obviously, CJ's situation is a little different because they're going in the game one in week 0. It's been a lot of the repeat stuff, so I won't drone on about everything I told you before. I'll go position by position, make it a little clean. Quarterback Tyler Van Dyke again is looking sharp. Nothing really new to report there. Jake Garcia is stepping up. Jake, probably his biggest issue, like if we had to go to Jake, what I'm hearing is holding the ball a little too long. So that'll be something he's got to work out and understanding Josh Gaddis's offense a little bit better. So not that he's going to be, if we had to go to him, not to say he would be bad, but he's just still got a little way to go there. Off of the last scrimmage, Jakari, was basically just signaling in plays. So don't think he got a lot of action. Maybe he got some late action. But, from what reporters were able to see in the early portion, he was not a guy that got snaps there. So you go from there.
Like it's right in my damn face. My
bad, I mean, that shit is wow loud, right? Yeah. O-line again is just a group that they feel really good about in general. Going into week 1, it'll probably be John Campbell at left tackle. And then probably be they've shifted it so much. I really don't want to give a lineup per se, but there's just versatility there. So that's another group where they feel comfortable in general. Nothing really new to report there. We'll see how some things shake out as far as injuries and how they'll shuffle the lineup in regards to that. Let's see, running back. Obviously last show reported on injuries. Same thing. Nothing really happened. Last scrimmage, they held out guys. You don't want to put Rooster out there. He's a guy that took a lot of shots last year based on how comfortable they were with the running back room and injuries at that point. So running back is what it is based off of injuries. Talent there, obviously. The latest news on Don Chaney is he could be a guy that could come back during the season. So he's not necessarily a season-ending injury, which is what I initially heard. So that's good. Now it's looking a little more like the 6 to 8 week range. So he's a guy that could, come back in on the second half of the season and be a major contributor as of right now. It is a knee thing, I believe, but not the same knee that he tore up. So that is one positive. You won't be looking at an ACL from that one. So, it's so funny that I say how much he reminds me of Gore. And it's funny how banged up Gore was at Miami. Then he goes to the pros and is an Iron Man. Like he was never hardly hurt ever. Like Frank Gore goes to the league and hardly ever got hurt from there. So we'll see how it pans out for Don.
What time frame are you saying?
Right now I'm hearing 6 to 8 is the recovery. So don't know exactly what it is. I just know it's not the same knee. I do believe it is a knee injury, if I'm understanding correctly, but not the same knee. So hopefully he'll be back, on that 6-week side. Shifting to tight ends, nothing really new to report there. They've been cautious again with Will Mallory, holding them out. Just, giving him his lead shots is it's not, he's a senior, a guy that knows a lot. So, limited, coming off of shoulder surgery as well. Going out to wide out, same story, nothing new there. Just still hearing about drops, and that's why I said on the last show, I think we could end up dropping games that we really shouldn't, just because, football is a game of momentum, and there's times where you just got to come up with a play, period. So what I heard from the last practice was they did some work with the receivers where, they're hitting them with pads and trying to get them to come down with the football. Started off slow, wasn't going well, and improved throughout that drill. So take from that what you will. Guys got to catch football. That's it. Nothing to sugarcoat there. I need people to step up. And so far, they just aren't. So, when the question was raised last week, what'll be a concern? Same thing. Nothing's really changed. Running backs, depth, and wide receivers with key drops. Flip side of the ball, defensive line continues to be a strength from everything we're hearing. Very deep. Guys are just a lot of people they're very confident in. Guys they feel like are very interchangeable. A name I think that I haven't mentioned as much that I am high on, that I want to make sure is spoken on in that rotation, is Elijah Roberts. I think he's a guy that kind of in that Mesidor frame of can play some inside and outside, an explosive guy. But that narrative hasn't shifted at all. There just hasn't been many complaints at all about that defensive line. Linebacker-wise, nothing's really changed there as much either. Same kind of group has been rolling out early with Steed and Flagg. Caleb Johnson has continued to flash. Chase Smith has continued to do his thing. Keandre Smith is a name that is kind of emerging a little bit that could be in that top 4 rotation. Secondary wise, you're looking at, safeties will be same deal. The Williams boys, Cam Kitchens, Al Blaze has been practicing a lot with safeties and corners. Tyreek Stevenson.
That boy still there?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Al. Al fought back. I think he had COVID. He had he had the some people dealt with, I forget what it's called exactly, but it calls like an irregular heartbeat. So
man, that's tough.
Yeah. But he's still
that's good. He's bouncing back.
Yeah, he has, man. Gotta salute that. He's practicing. He's kind of a football player type guy. Guy to get some reps at star, safety, and corner. So he'll be another guy that'll get in the rotation, I expect. Nothing's really shaking up on that side of the football in general. Tyreek Stevenson and Gilbert Fryston played a lot of star. And when we say star, it's basically like big nickel. That's our role in our current defense.
It's a big nickel.
Mm-hmm. So you'd be looking at a guy like Al, Tyreek, and Gilbert. are the guys that I've been hearing associated with that particular position. So same, it's nickel regardless, but just bigger bodies in that position.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's pretty much it, man. Nothing, because we're wrapping up now at this point. So we're wrapping up fall ball, preparing for Bethune-Cookman. Nothing too exciting, nothing too crazy as far as prep from there goes. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got right now.
What type of offense y'all looking at? What do you expect, like personnel wise, when you guys break the huddle?
I expect because at least early on, until maybe we can see some wide receivers step up, I expect to see a lot of double tight end sets, a lot of 2 tight end sets, which doesn't really scare me because I think we got some good mismatches there. I think we'll look to throw the ball to the running backs out of the backfield a lot. A lot of really what you saw in Michigan last year. But I think that is more of a result of lack of leadership / how do I want to put it? Just guys stepping up in the wide receiver room.
That's literally it. Come on, how you want to put it? That shit. That's simply it.
Yeah, it's just it. Yeah, like they just haven't stepped up consistently enough in practice.
That's literally how you can put it.
Feel comfortable there. So I expect us to look a lot like last year's Michigan. Yeah, I put it that way. I think he did well with that group based on talent, and I think he'll lean there based on guys that, if you're not going to show up, he's going to go with who is showing up. If we can get some guys to step up, let's say
y'all gonna have to, man, because Jimbo gonna try to go run up some points.
That's a fact. Yeah, game 3 is crucial.
I don't know about the rest of y'all schedule. Y'all might could get by without, like, I don't know. I got to see what the rest of the ACC look like.
Well, I'm if y'all, I don't think y'all get by with Jimbo with that. Y'all sure have to make some plays because I know they're trenches. Like,
I do think the trenches would be pretty good, but I do think our tight ends are mismatches. What I would like to see,
but you could play the tight ends in a box, man. Like,
say again, I'm sorry.
You could, unless you got some like Kyle Pitts type shit going on, you could box.
You could box them in a little bit.
Tight ends in, man.
It's crazy matchup.
I'm not gonna say Kyle Pitts because Kyle Pitts is
a generational tight end.
Will really reminds me. He really reminds me a lot of Jason Witten. I love Jason Witten because I always tease him as like, this is the most unathletic, great player we've ever got to see. That's kind of what Will Mallory reminds me of. I don't think we have the explosiveness of a Kyle Pitts. I actually saw a Kyle Pitts highlight today.
Oh my God, bro!
And man, he was burning. He looked like a wide receiver. He did. He's burning.
Crazy.
Man.
We got another.
I won't say we got that. I'm not
the unicorn.
He's different. Yeah, he's different. He's different. So, he's got to scheme it according to personnel. I think we'll still move the ball through the air. I think we have running backs that can catch it out of the backfield.
It can get spooky for y'all, man. Y'all got some y'all running back health goes south, bro. It can get real spooky.
Oh, it can get nasty.
Y'all not explosive on the outside, so it can get spooky, bro.
And that was one of your concerns too.
I agree. My hope is somebody like a Romello Brinson can step up and, because one of the biggest things that I've been hearing is, like I spoke on earlier, the contested catches. These guys aren't coming down, right? But we've seen Romello do that already in small sample size. So I'm hoping a guy like him may be able to assert his authority into the lineup. I think we'll still be able to get out there and score 35 points, but some games 35 ain't going to be enough. As much as I believe in this defense from everything I've heard, it's just my thing is this: every game is different, and every game you have to have a unit that you can call upon. Maybe it's the special teams, maybe it's the defense, maybe it's the offense. Right now, the offense scares me because I think we have an elite college quarterback, but I don't know if no, I'm not going to say don't know. We do not have elite wide receiver play. So, he's got to scheme it up and make it happen. So we'll see. We'll see. I think we can this year have a top 30, possibly top 20 defense from what I'm hearing. And that can help a lot. So we'll see how that plays out. But anything else? I think as far as us wrapping up fall ball, that's kind of pretty much it right now. Nothing else really going on.
Nice. We get to my camp shit, man. Big game week 1, dog. Big game week 1. We got to come out and play the big dogs, bro. That's what you sign up for when you come to a school like University of Florida. You got to be ready to pull out fight, man. I'm starting injuries, man. Jack Miller going to miss at least 2 games. Has a thumb hand injury. Same injury that Drew Brees had. So he's going to miss a few weeks. We got some guys back off of injury. Ricky Pearsall was seen at camp, giving a full go at it, man. No caution jersey or anything, man. 100% looking good and explosive out there. Go and check out Nick Delatore's Twitter right now if you want to check out any practice vibes. Shout out to my man Nick at On3. More guys back from injury. Jason Marshall, full go, full participating. No funny jerseys, anything like that. Also Ethan White. So we got the whole crew is back. Everybody's in the fold. David Connor is out, offensive lineman. Backup. I'm talking about starters. Backup David Connor is going to be out for an extensive amount of time. Billy didn't say how long, but he has a significant injury, so he's going to be out a little bit. Get into some practice stuff and some scrimmage stuff, man. Lingard, man, he's looking good, bro. It's only so many amount of carries these guys are going to get, but there's just some clips out there and just keep hearing about explosive runs from Lorenzo Lingard because some people think he's like falling back behind in the depth chart, and he's not. It just, I expect all these guys get around 100 carries. But if somebody was to lead the way, it would probably be Montrell and Naquan. But Lingard is eating that practice. He's doing what he got to do. There's some clips of him breaking Trey off, man, which was a speaking of my thin ice guy, that's one guy I got on thin ice. Mm-hmm. Let it be real smooth, little segue. Just we don't have a lot of room for just missing tackles. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, from our veterans, the coming downhill and the effort with just smacking people just wasn't there for me, man. And seeing the whiff in some of these clips I'm seeing just give me old vibes, bro. And we have some capable young boys. I like Donovan McMillan. I think he's gonna be a killer. Kamari Wilson, give me some youth back there with some high upside to make some aggressive mistakes, not passive mistakes. It's one thing to make a mistake. You're not gonna make every tackle, but when you duck and smoke, I can't have you back there being my safety. You can't be my last line of defense if you're scared of the smoke. Feel me?
Nah, so that's possible.
Nah, that's what I got on my thin ice. And that's what I'm hearing at safety as well. And I think those guys, they know their assignments. They're okay, but when the bullets start flying, I just see missed tackles from the practice clips or whoever's sending me practice clips and stuff like that in my DMs. Just a few whiffs, man. We just can't have that no more, not from veteran guys. Caleb Douglas at wide receiver is looking good. Freshman wide receiver out of Texas. 6'3" kid, tall, lanky. He's separating and doing some things. He had a clip also from one of the scrimmages of him scoring a touchdown. He just brings something different to the wide receiver room. Billy did a good job of pulling this guy in late in the cycle. I think he's going to contribute this fall. We need some different type of guys out there and being able to win some one-on-ones. Because I think they're going to load the box on us a lot this year. We're going to be a run-heavy team. And also with AR, they're gonna make him beat. Teams gonna want to make him throw to win. I think they're gonna try to keep him in the pocket. So we're gonna get some one-on-one situations with some wide receivers. Just gonna have to win some one-on-ones, and I think he's a young boy that could go out there and win some one-on-ones. Kicker situation is still it might go into the season. Billy said he think it may be a lot like situational kicking. Like he may have one kicker that does long field goals and one that does short. He didn't get into too many details, but it's a healthy competition. It's gonna probably take its way all into the season, but he may go with 2 guys. I want to monitor the way Billy handles quarterbacks because I criticize how Dan handled Anthony Richardson's situation. I thought he was very sloppy with. I think when you're a quarterback's coach, it ain't just on the field X's and O's and fundamentals. It's also a lot of psychology games and knowing when to give, when to take, when to give encouragement, when to hold accountable, when to build them up, when to you know what I'm saying, keep them humble. And Mullen, I thought, did a terrible job of that. He never gave AR any roses at any when it was times he could have. If somebody asked a question about AR, he would go out his way to say Emory did something, which is weird. But I do like the way Napier is handling it. He's getting a lot of AR's getting a lot of hype right now. Napier came out and said everyone wants to put a crown on his head. He's completed 33 passes in his career. The greats at University of Florida complete 33 in a game. So I do like the way the balance of it. So he speaks very highly of his leadership and how he's handling camp, but he also brings some humility to balance. You need some balance in this, man. So I do like the way he's handling the maturation and the development of AR. That's all I got camp wise, bro. We ready to suit up. I'm glad all my guys are back healthy. Attrition is going to be the biggest thing this fall for us. I like my 11. You know what I'm saying, on both sides of the ball. After that 11, it gets a little creepy on my defensive line, my defensive tackle. That's the only position that's really scaring the shit out of me is defensive tackle. Because once you get past Grovon, depth-wise. And then you got to rotate, like, regardless of depth.
You got to rotate.
You got to get off the field.
You got to have a solid 4 at DT. A solid 4, at the very least.
But our DNs, outside linebacker, stand-up defense, whatever you want to call it, we got some killers, man. I feel good about my corners. I feel good about my safeties, even though the veterans are suspect, because I think the young boys can hoop. Donovan McMillan, every time I hear about a scrimmage or some live action, bro, he making plays, getting picks. And those are guys that are finding the ball in practice. They're gonna find the ball in the game. And these coaches gonna play seniority bullshit, man. So that's what's the vibes right now. So I'm excited about every single position. Tight end is a little weird, but in this offense, all they do is block. So I ain't really sweating it. They're not really weapons in this offense. You feel me? They just extend the offensive lineman in this offense. We may sneak them out there here and there to get something off, but that's not the vibes in Billy offense.
Does that concern you or nah? You good with it?
It concerns me when it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if it shows up, then you're gonna be concerned. I feel you. Like, it ain't no sense of getting too pressed about it if it ain't happening yet. So
yeah, we're not using like tight ends properly. I mean, you see a lot of programs complaining about that. I mean, Georgia had a bunch of good tight ends, wasn't using them at all. You can see they fans used to complain about the lack of. But if you're winning, like, don't.
And then my cousin went crazy last year. My little cousin Bowers, man, he went nuts.
You just be claiming people to your city, your family. You'll claim anything, bro.
My mom is a Bowers. Is a Bowers.
It's your family?
Yeah.
Shout out to like, subscribe. Everybody on here, man. It don't cost nothing to like, man. Pound that like button, share it, tweet it, subscribe to this channel. We're gonna keep it hot and fresh all fall, dog. We got some new content on the horizon. Trying to book a legend right now.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet.
We got some legends on the horizon that we're gonna get into the cush offs and kick some shit.
Come on, tell them.
Y'all got some recruiting shit to kick? We all at with it. What else we got?
I got one recruiting take. That's all.
Yeah, I don't have much on recruiting. Go ahead, see, and I'll go after you.
Y'all boys start recruiting? Y'all quit?
We're dead period, but go ahead. See, I can go. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
We extended the offer out to Roderick Pleasant from
where you live in Oregon?
No, California.
Somewhere out
Gardenia, California. He's a cornerback, 5'11", 180. He is a 4-star recruit, composite wise. 247 is
man. Get Van Dyke on the field. Y'all got that man shopping way out in California now.
Hey man,
DVD had the DB class locked up by now, baby.
Man, at least somebody from Florida.
Right.
We got one in Florida. We still working on.
Y'all working on money,
and that's the only one. And that's the and DVD the link.
Damari Brown.
Oh yeah, Damari.
Yeah, we still working Damari. Yeah, he ain't doing, but we extended the offer to young brother Roderick Pleasant against cornerback 5'11", 180 out of Gardenia, California. He is 247 composite, 4-star, 93 nationally, number 10 at corner, number 9 in the state of California. He is regarded as the fastest recruit in the nation.
That's about the DN/tight end. I mean, that dude going not the, I guess, rain on the parade. I think that dude probably going track.
No, not Nicholas Harbor.
I'm sorry, my bad.
It's about some DB cat.
This is DB, man. Keep
my
up,
bad, bro.
Keep up. I get it.
No, I was looking at something. I heard fastest kid in the nation because it was a tweet I was seeing about a kid that running 20 and it was a D.
Oh, Nicholas Harbor's a freak.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's.
Now, once you said fast dude in the nation, that's the first thing that came to my damn mind.
Yeah, I feel you. So he wasn't going to go to Florida State. He wasn't going to go to Florida State, so you just hoping that he
I get it.
No,
a smart motherfucker will go track. The hell you mean? If you're the fastest kid in the nation, why would you play football? Right. If you run a 20 and a 200, why the hell would you play football?
You gonna get some real bread, cuz.
Right, go pro.
Maybe. I would
maybe.
tell him to. But
if you go be an Olympian, bro, that's different echelon of like success, cuz.
Yeah.
Maybe.
A 20 and a 200 is blazing, bro. That's blazing.
No, he is a freaky athlete.
Nobody's turned down in the Olympics, man, to go play college football.
I'm gonna tell you this much.
Marvin Brace is a prime example, bro.
What is it?
Yeah, Jeff Demps, man, you can go on and on, man.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what it pays. I'm not even trying to be facetious. Like,
Cush's big. What's the young boy right now?
Because you don't make Tampa. Money from the Olympics. It's all indoors.
Yeah, what's the kid name from Tampa? My bad, man. But the kid from Tampa was just he just ran a 200. I forget his name.
How am I forgetting this man's name, bro?
Yeah, he just placed third at the world. But you get to answer your question, Larry. You get a lot of your money from sponsorships with
right. Yeah, I get it.
Big time sponsorships.
You know what I mean? Hey, if it outweighs it.
Now you get paid in track, bro. You get paid in track. But you get paid in football, of course, but it's not a sure thing. It's like the sure thing.
Area night.
That kid, for example.
No, Nicholas Harbor is a guy that, I don't necessarily know if he's going to play football. I agree. I mean, he is a big physical freak. This is a big kid. Talking like a 6'5" kid that's just lightning fast.
Yeah, that's what me for interrupting. But I just heard fast as a kid, and I was like, oh shit, that's the first thing that came to my damn mind.
Roderick's a little smaller, so he probably got a little half step on him. But yeah, again, Nicholas Harbor is
it depends on the race. That's a fast goddamn 200, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen, Nicholas Harbor is matter of fact, he was number 1 on 247's physical freaks. Just his physical abilities is at that big of a kid is freaky. He was named the number 1 guy. I think Francis Maui Gold was number 3, maybe, on that same list for 247. But anyways, we offered Roderick Pleasant. Again, regarded as the fastest kid in the nation this cycle. Other offers include Boston College, Oregon, Penn State, USC. So, we just got in the mix with the young man. We'll see how that pans out ultimately. I mean, you can't hate the offer. We definitely, y'all asked me before, hey, what's the position you think we need to be a little bit concerned about recruiting? Cornerback is definitely one for me. So I get it. I don't necessarily expect like, oh, we're going to get him, but, just news that he's out there. And that's kind of it. I mean, like I said, if you want to kind of quickly look at guys that made the 247 freaks list, Samson Okunlola is a guy that we're still in hot pursuit of. He hasn't made a decision yet, obviously. He was number 7. Hakeem Williams is a guy that I don't expect to land. I think if he stays in state, I like Florida State there, but he landed at number 6. Let's see. Damon Wilson is a guy that we are definitely in the mix with. He landed at number 4. And yeah, Francis Mauigoa was number 2. And again, Nicholas Harbor was number 1. 6'5", 225. Just, it's crazy, man. He ran a 10.21 at the 100 meters and a 20.79 in the 200. Just again, man, that kid is a specimen. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. But that is essentially all I have as far as the recruiting front goes. I'll leave one more tidbit, and then we probably get out of Big 3.
I got my little recruiting take. Just real
okay,
quick.
cool. Okay, go ahead.
You want to get it off or not?
That's it for recruiting. Yeah, I just have like one more, but it's not recruiting based. Go ahead.
Real quick. Dane Draper for Noles 247 dropped this little note right before we had got on. 4-star defensive back and current Florida commit Jakeem Jackson informed him that he's been remaining in contact with Florida State staff and he plans to visit FSU at some point this season. While he does not have a date locked in yet, Jackson did mention October 15th versus Clemson as a possible date to visit Tallahassee. That's all I got. Shout out to Dan for dropping that little note.
Yeah, man, go enjoy the chicken, man. Family.
All right, that chicken definitely turned some chicken and buns, baby. They ain't never lost a recruiting battle.
Man, it's Corey Raymond on my campus, man.
That's all I got though, fellas. We can move on. What got
I ain't do my recruiting. I ain't got much, ain't a whole lot. There's some crystal balls and things going down for Bryce Thornton, defensive back out of Alpharetta, Georgia, 4-star safety. He's also going to visit the Utah game.
I have a decent little list going for the Utah game. It should be a good event for to pull up for as far as recruits, electric atmosphere.
Oh yeah, it's going to be should be a packed house, man. Bryce Thornton is down to Florida, Alabama, LSU, and Miami. You gotta love what's going on in that DB room right now. I think we land him like what we had in his recruitment. Our linebacker room is cooking up, man. 4-star linebacker Darius Hayes from Largo, Florida, man. We bank. We ain't going out there to the West Coast. We ain't got time. It's too much air mileage and stuff, bro.
Yeah, them boys got Delta Sky miles like crazy, huh, boy?
Yeah, we learned with Chris Steele and all them, bro. You just can't be out there getting 5'11" speedsters, man. It's different when they bring that shit out here.
Facts.
These pads just they clack a little harder.
They clack a little different, baby.
They clack a little different, baby. I need this different type of energy, this southern energy when I'm recruiting, man. But I like where we at. He's from Largo, Florida, outside linebacker. Another kid that I think we land. He should be on campus as well. September 3rd for Utah. Big vibes. Don't be surprised. Some part we got 3 5-stars gonna be on campus that weekend with Desmond Ricks, Kermani McClain. What 2? I don't think Dijon's not a 5-star right now, is he?
Nah, he's highly rated 4.
Highly rated 4. But very, very good recruiting class or visits that's going to be on campus that weekend. I think we'll get a couple fireworks. We'll see what's up. Anywho, national news. Where we at with it?
National news.
Press that like button real quick while we chilling here real quick. Let's discuss. We didn't discuss
LSU suspensions.
Right. Let's talk LSU suspensions. That's the big tailgate game. Big matchup for you. Mike Norvell could get him one. That'd be the biggest win of his career right there if he beat LSU, even though they ain't ranked.
I think so too. As far that's crazy. Yeah, he got a top 5 win, but I don't think that shit was top 5 at all.
Who'd he beat?
pandemic year, he would think North Carolina was like top 5 or something, but I ain't gonna count. I think this will be the biggest win in his career, just from not necessarily from a rank standpoint, but just from a, how can I put this, a PR standpoint, right? Just from a program standpoint, as far as, positive news, being the LSU type of team, national TV, SEC type of brand, a lot of recruits going to be watching. So yeah, from that type of deal, and I think it could kind of springboard the season as well. You beat Duquesne, start 2-0 against LSU. It can springboard a lot of stuff. So I agree, this is probably the most important game at this point in his tenure. I agree 100%. Speaking of, LSU had some suspensions on the football team. Was it Emory? What's that kid name?
Y'all be happy to
kill somebody.
Y'all be happy to when opposing team player gets suspended. Y'all want to admit that type of shit? No,
Fuck this shit. Why not? Fucking right. That's a part of recruiting. That's a part of building the programs. Part of culture. If you get suspended, I ain't got we ain't beat the best of the best. Well, the best of the best should have been on their P's and Q's.
I have my notifications on for them.
Hey, they got a job to do, right? You know what
waiting
I mean?
for them.
Hell yeah. I got no shame, man. Because I didn't do it to them. Ain't an injury. I didn't wish nothing terrible against them. They just didn't do what they're supposed to do. So,
who you got, CJ?
I know I had it pulled up as far as the name, but the 5-star running back, LSU, Emory. What is his last name?
Emory not gonna play.
Yeah, Jones. Sorry, folks. I was thinking it was Emory Jones too. Like, man, nah, it can't be Emory damn Jones.
It don't matter. He ain't playing.
But yeah, 5-star running back.
You froze?
No, I'm looking at him. That's crazy. I froze. The motherfucker said
John Emory, the
5-star running back. He had an academic issue that caused him to miss games last year, rather. And that, I guess that suspension carried over. Yeah, he hasn't been on the field at all. I know he was highly recruited out of Louisiana.
You can't get cleared at LSU. You just don't care.
Yeah, motherfucker doing shit right in the classroom.
Yeah, they like, hey man, we can't do it. So
they go help you. They go help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
To cheat, you feel me? We said plenty of times, this is the most dirtiest damn program in college football by far, man. So if you get suspended by LSU for academics, you damn sure deserve that shit.
Yeah, you don't care about shit.
You deserved it a long time ago. And also a cornerback. I don't have the name. Forgive me, Twitter. I'm not Twitter. Forgive me, guys. I'm looking on Twitter rather trying to find it. But there was some news last couple of days rather that the cornerback got suspended. Also, I don't think the cornerback is a big factor within what they do.
Raydarius Jones.
That's the cornerback.
Cornerback is Raydarius Jones.
Raydarius Jones and John Emory, 2 suspensions from this academics scam that went back on. They were tied together. So again, that's a lot though, because they lost over like 20 plus players to the portal. Now
he was a starter. Raydarius was a starter as well. He played some snaps.
No, don't tell me that shit, man. Talk nice
can't read.
Yeah, I was looking it up to see if this suspension is it just some random bench rider. Nah, he played some significant snaps, man.
Okay, I know the headliner was a 5-star, so that's probably why I thought he didn't play that much. But hell, I'll take both of them, baby. Who next? Give me another one. Who was damn suspension?
Wasn't lump y'all shit up, man, with the backups.
You gonna beat the shit out them boys, man. But again, though, man, a lot of people, I think I spoke with someone. I want to say they asked me what I feel about LSU. I said perfect timing, right? I feel like this is perfect timing. New coach, new regime, first game of the season. A lot of issues as far as like transfer portal, people leaving, new cast coming in, suspensions. Like we catch them at the right damn time. I do think
it is a good perfect time for like a continuity ass program to like take advantage. Yeah.
Especially and then we got a game 0. They have game 1, so it's perfect timing. So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, those guys were suspended for LSU, and we'll see how it plays out. But the motherfuckers are playing with being at ass regardless. Don't fuck them motherfuckers. And this was also a good national talk topic. Michael Penix. Go ahead, bro. You have something?
Yeah, real quick on suspension. So Kentucky's running back Chris Rodriguez will be out for the Gators versus the Gators.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the best running backs, right?
Yeah. That take them down a whole lot of notches, man. I appreciate that, brother, for not being disciplined. Get it together, bro. Get it together, man.
Right. Yeah, but going back, they'll tell you something. When I see them nail suspensions, I'll be happy as hell too. All right.
Man, listen. Especially when it's somebody like that, but I know, man, it might be a headache, man. I don't know what we may be run stopping between the trenches. He could be a problem. And then he says,
right.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it, boy? Perfect damn timing.
What you about to say? Michael Penix.
Yeah, Michael Penix. He the kid who transferred from Indiana to Washington. He's been named the Washington starting quarterback. Shout out to that. And he has some big 3 ties also, man. Kid's from Florida, Tampa kid. I know it's crazy, man, because he was born in Indiana. He was getting some Heisman talk before he got hurt. But this to kind of go back to Willie Taggart's first year. Penix wanted in the FSU, but Willie said no, he wanted to chill out because at first Penix he did. He was a December kid. He wanted to sign in December. Willie wanted him to wait until February. Why? Because Willie was still in pursuit of Emory Jones. That was a guy he was in high pursuit on once he first got to campus, right? So long story short, man, we could have had a layup within Michael Penix, and I think Michael Penix I think he is better than Emory Jones. He was a really good kid, a really good player in Indiana, and shit could look different within our quarterback room if we would have took that layup. But, just a little big 3 backstory in regards to Michael Penix.
We harassed and trolled each other for weeks about Emory Jones, man.
That's crazy. Emory Jones and the damn Caravan.
Nasty shit. That's nasty work, man. You look back on it, man. It's embarrassing.
Emory Jones and the Caravan. I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
Oh, man. It's embarrassing shit, man. But Dan did win that motherfucker, though. So
he won. What else we got?
A lot of quarterbacks being named. Drake May named.
Oh yeah, Miami's arch nemesis right now. North Carolina. The Tar Heels.
Fair. Hey, I tell Miami fans all the time, y'all better concentrate on them boys, goddamn Carolina. They up one game.
I'm confused how the hell Florida State was beating North Carolina. Norvell got their number.
Matt Brown can't beat his up. Matt Brown, this even before Norvell. Matt Brown just can't beat. He can't beat Florida State.
Florida State. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, we man, listen, we that again. That's a more real rival. Them boys up a game now. I think it's like 13-12 or 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, that's sad.
Hey, you better concentrate on what's real.
I respect that.
You can make up all this other shit, but you better conquer what's really in front of you. Let's see, we got
John Wilcox got a question for Silk.
At Silk, Patrick Toney can't sell the defense as his position group doesn't hold the standard. Expect a short leash.
Yeah, I agree, man. He's a safety guy, and I know he also brought in these young boys. These are his guys. The safety class that just came in. He ain't bringing no weak sauce. He got some killers back there, man. So I expect a short leash. That's facts. That's why I'm concerned about my starters, but I just know the leash is gonna be short, and I got some talented guys behind them. Pause.
What else we got, man?
More quarterbacks thing. So Emory Jones did get named starter out there at ASU. So shout out to Braxton. Braxton got him on Heisman watch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, shout out to Emory for securing that starting spot, man.
And shout out to Hearn for being tough line too, man.
What? The Don.
Well, yeah, shout out to Emory. That's dope, man. To go the transfer and earn a starting job, man. Hopefully he can do his thing. What about Nestor? We got an update on Nestor. Did he lock down a starting defensive tackle job at Arizona State?
What you doing out there?
Fuck y'all ask me for. I don't talk Nestor. Last Nestor update came from Silk. I think last we heard he's a little banged up, little injury.
No, they said the word from the early camp was that he missed spring recovering from injury or something like that, rehabbing.
Okay.
And that they was looking forward to him contributing this fall in fall camp. That was the read that I had on him early, but I haven't followed up with any updates. Yeah, I know Big Nestor out there. That's a conference he can go out there and eat in that Pac-10 shit. If he can't eat out there, then it just wasn't meant to be. But I think his skill set would be perfect out there to push them boys around a little bit.
Well, I got a very strict rule. Once you ain't Kane, you ain't gang. So I don't, nothing against Nestor. I just don't keep up with you. I hoop them all the time.
Once a Gator, always a Gator, bro. I still vibe with them boys.
If you good, if not, I don't. KJ Osborne played 1 year for us, right? And we definitely claim him. He doing this thing out there in Minnesota, man. KJ's having a great camp. He had a good year last year.
You should have told Sanford that, man. You should have told them boys, hey, man, y'all once y'all boys left, I ain't give a shit about none of y'all.
All right.
Yeah, if you good, we're gonna claim you. KJ done his thing, man. I think KJ is gonna be the slot guy this year. So shout out to him, even though he only played 1 year with us.
Nick Saban got extended to 2030, bruh. And we was having a conversation in the group chat about, like how does he retire at some point?
It's good until it isn't.
How does he not become Bobby Bowden?
He just don't feel like I said in the group chat. I just don't feel he doesn't feel as old.
But see, that's the thing though. Like, he's 70. He's 70 right now. But that's the.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying, and I say to combat that, like Bobby didn't feel like he was old either because he was winning. You feel me? And then that shit just happened. Now I don't think.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about like old shit, right? It happens fast. Like I don't know if you ever seen like my grandfather got like old and started like losing it. As far as like his wits and shit, it happened like overnight, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm not wishing this upon Nick, but I think if he does start aging, like, what does that process look like? Do you think he like just backs away from this, or do you think he kind of
like? I think Nick will probably once he starts slipping, he'll probably back away.
Once his family decides that his faculties aren't all there like they once were. Then they'll kind of probably.
Like, you got to do it before then, though. That's the thing.
It's tricky, right? Yeah, I'm with you, but it's such a small window to try to, say, hey, this is the perfect time to get out. It's very hard to catch that window perfectly. Nick doesn't seem to be missing a step at all. Seems to be full of vigor, life, energy, wits, all of that. So it could be an exception. There's some exceptional people. I got a grandmother.
You think he finished the contract out?
He might.
Shout out to your grandma.
He might be the first one, man. We could witness something else. I have a grandmother that is just hit 95, sharp as a tack. Mentally, all her faculties are there.
Is she coach?
Probably. If she knew the game, if she knew that game, she's sharp enough. So there's rare enigmas. Nick could be that. If you're asking me to put money down, does he make it all the way to 2030? No, because that's just not a smart bet. But he could be that enigma. He could be that guy that just defeats all the odds. Bill Snyder coached really late into his career. I thought he was a really great coach, to be honest with you, especially with the talent he was afforded at Kansas State. So I can't doubt Nick until he just shows me I got to doubt Nick. So we'll see how it plays out. Do I expect it? No, that's tough to pull off. But hey, if he does it, if anybody can do it, it'll be Nick Saban. I'll say that.
motherfucker long-winded as shit, boy.
I was just trying to keep it going.
No, I don't want to cut you off, bro. Bob, I was like, God damn.
Go ahead, then, motherfucker. Shit out. Jump in, bitch.
All right. Wide receiver transfer, Brew McCoy.
That's interesting.
Interesting situation. Tennessee says he isn't eligible due to USC. USC says they didn't object to Brew McCoy transferring. USC still hasn't signed a no participation opportunity for him. Signing it would make him eligible. Now it's like in NCAA hands to figure what's going on out. But USC look crazy right now with this. Like, why wouldn't they sign this if it just frees them? Like, why are they holding up?
Right. Yeah, that's like some old shit, like some old day shit when teams would do that type of stuff to keep kids from transferring to certain tools, man.
What is this though? I want to know what the hell this paper is. I never heard of the participation opportunity form.
Me neither. That don't make any sense. I do want to look further into that, and especially if you're going from you're going from the Pac-12 to the SEC. I don't really see the issue in regards to why are you holding that up. It seems like some bitterness on US side. Just my opinion on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Strange situation. It just feels like USC doesn't want to come off as the quote unquote bad guy here, but they're doing
They already come off
right.
as
That's
the
what I
bad.
said. But they're being quote unquote bad guys, right?
Yeah.
It's just, to me, I look at it like, hey, if you ain't trying to rock with us, go ahead. I don't really have that time because, especially in football, it's the ultimate team sport. So, one guy don't make no team.
Here's what the form is. When you're second, now I see the problem. The form has on it, by signing this form, you certify that the student athlete listed on this form, 1, was no longer given the opportunity to participate, practice, or compete per NCAA bylaws on the institution's team for reasons outside of the student athlete's control. 2, was not dismissed from team or the institution for any reason within the student athlete's control. 3, was athletically eligible and in good standing with the team and at the time of transfer. So you get options in this shit. 4 was in a good academic standing and academically eligible at the time of transfer. So this is pretty much the school just pretty much clearing like the kid of like wrongdoing or that they didn't break any laws or any regulations as far as like NCAA and whatnot. So I don't understand like how a transfer can happen without that form regardless, which I guess it can't because he's not eligible, right?
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But you think that now it's like stories and stuff being written about like what's up with them not signing it. Did the kid break a rule? If he did, then just say that.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing. But it seems like he say, she say type of deal, but just say what it really is, and move on from it.
Right.
I got anything else? If not, I got one quick little tidbit that I forgot. Well, not necessarily forgot, just dropped as far as FSU. Was a pretty interesting one as well.
What you got?
I thought you had tidbit, man. Tidbit.
All right, so yeah, 2 years ago this month, NCAA instituted a new rule that schools can pay. That it said that schools can financially reward the athletes for good grades, right? So FSU AD Michael Alford told the Osceola today, which is a form of which is a platform today, that FSU will start paying athletes for their academic success this school year. So I thought that's pretty interesting as well.
Oh, they ain't got to kick no money out. That's why you gonna do that. That's that's
we go to school. We go to school here, bro. I don't know about y'all boys in Miami. We go to school here, man. We go to school.
No, I don't think that's the battle you want to fight.
Y'all
ain't got to pay none of that out. That's dope though, man. I like it.
No, that's pretty cool. But that's all I had as far as that.
If I was him, I say the same thing. Yeah, we're gonna pay for academic excellence, so we get to keep all that shit. We talking about arcade. I'm not high, dog. I'm tired. Had a long day, but I am not high, my man. Anything else? Oh, I had one more quick nugget because I wanted to get into.
What y'all think? Real quick, y'all think Miami finished their lease at Hard Rock in 2032, or Nick Saban finished his contract?
It'll be Miami finished at least 100%. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, mark me down for them boys finishing that lease out.
Fuck y'all, man. Country ass motherfuckers. Y'all got shit else going on. That's all y'all. Y'all always trying to compare that shit like it's apples to apples. Y'all know the shit ain't apples to apples. Fuck y'all. Real quick before we wrap, Tyler Van Dyke was named to the Manning Award watch list. So I did want to make sure I give him an opportunity to get that shine. I know Tyler be listening. What's up, my boy? You know what I mean? Driving that BMW, black man winning.
Oh, yeah.
Gang.
That's a good point.
Gang.
This is my last take for sure. Jamie Robinson, he was named to the AP All-American team. I think it was second team. So, yeah, good.
No doubt.
Good job.
I got API. So was Osiris. Oh, I'm sorry. Torrance Osiris was named to All-American team as well. Dope shit.
No doubt. Man. All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, man. We out of here, man. It's the Roll Up, it's the Vibes. We appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. Pound that like button, subscribe. What else? I feel like we're forgetting some news or something.
Ain't forgetting
No,
shit.
nothing. Okay.
My stomach said we ain't forgetting the goddamn thing.
Yeah, I'm hungry as too. Hey, we out of here, man. Shout outs.
You know what I mean? We ain't forgetting nothing. Football almost here.
Hey, that tailgate schedule was out there, man. Y'all come hang out with us, man. We kicking some vibes, dog. And that Miami tailgate finna be different.
Do we have did y'all? I know I said that for a little bit earlier. Did we go over the tailgate schedule on the show or no?
No, we didn't go over the tailgate schedule. There we go.
Just drop that real quick. So and Harlan, can you pull the edit up while we go over this? I can throw it in the chat.
Put up a tweet. Yeah, we tweeted it out, so you either put it up either way for they can see the graphic. Shout out to the graphic designer Silk on that, man. I had to.
I was about to say, ain't it you?
I had to do something. We gotta drop this thing, man.
Nah, you're right. We at the finish line, man. We got to. You're right.
Now we gotta line up merch and shout out to any graphic designers out there that want to work with us for tailgates. I want to do a shirt for every tailgate, something unique that we can get the fans when they pop up at our tailgate. So link up with us, collaborate with us, all artists and all graphic designers. This is the tailgate schedule.
Yeah, so we got the FSU LSU game in New Orleans, of course, on 9/4. We're going to Gainesville. Yeah, we got South Florida versus USF, 17th. Stadium McGill will be hosting that one. And then for November the 24th, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to Tennessee. We're going to Knoxville.
Knoxville, what they do, baby. Dustin, we up there, man.
Yeah, Dustin gonna show some love too, man. Yeah, Dustin link up with Dustin. He gonna show some love. 9/24, we in Knoxville for the UF and Tennessee game. FSU and Clemson, 10-15. We in Tallahassee with it. UGA versus Florida. I'm looking forward to this one, man.
That's when it's gonna be cool out. Once October hit, then we get, you know what I'm saying?
It's really vibe.
Cool out. Yeah, man. You get comfortable.
I'm really looking forward to this one. So October the 29th, we're in Jacksonville, world's largest cocktail party. FSU in Miami, 11-5. This one's gonna be big. I'm really. This is the second one. Well, I'm lying. I'm looking forward to all these motherfuckers. I'm lying. All these bitches.
Yeah, I'm about to say all of them. I'm
looking for it.
Yeah, all of them look equally excited, man. But FSU in Miami, we got a bunch of shit lined up for that weekend. Not just the tailgate. We'll announce that pretty soon as well. 11-5.
Yes, sir. We hanging out heavy in Dade, man.
Oh yeah, real heavy. And we're gonna kick it off for the finale, man. Black Friday. We got FSU versus UF. On November the 25th. Oh, yeah,
Friday Night Lights, man. Y'all pull
Friday
up, man.
Night Lights, Black Friday.
Fuck them high school games, bro. Y'all come out, you know what I mean? Fuck them kids, man. Y'all
right, man. We playing on Friday because of Florida State. This ain't got nothing to do with my institution, man. These are their television.
I like the idea, though. I really like the idea, though.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty
interesting. That shit trash. But, you know, y'all both, based on y'all records, deserve Friday night.
Y'all playing that week. It's rivalry week. Who y'all got that we do?
Yeah,
we don't play rivalry.
Probably big Pittsburgh Panthers or some shit.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I think it is Pitt. Yeah,
real heavy game.
Man, fuck out of here, bum ass motherfuckers. Bum fights.
But no, usually
that's what y'all got going. Bum fights.
That Friday though, usually it's the egg bowl is usually that Friday. So I'm pretty sure we'll take that
shit. Come on, wrap it up, man. I gotta get up out of here, man.
Grab your food, bro. We good.
Ain't got nothing to do with food. My stomach talking though.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Harlan, get us up out of here, baby.